this is Carolyn with Hollywood First Look Features, and right now I'm here on the red carpet at the 35th Annual Outfest. The carpet's about to begin. Let's check it out. What does it mean for you to be here and come support the 35th Annual Outfest?
I think it's always important to support causes that are not your own. I like to joke that, you know, people were dying in Tiananmen Square, people were dying in Bahrain, and I thought those things are horrible. They killed 2 black dudes, and I was like, this has to stop. So I always think it's important when people talk about sexuality, talk about diversity, that you really broaden that spectrum beyond just black and white, and talk about not only disability and those actors that often have their jobs given to able-bodied actors, and also the different types of sexuality that people represent. It's not just gay and straight, you know, and, you know, people, the cis or trans as it's now called. There are so many different versions of that, and I think Outfest supports all those things and tells those stories that often have characters that are not fully realized. So an exciting time and happy to support.
So tell us about Out Again.
Yeah, so Out Again is my first short film, and yeah, thank you. And it is about a woman whose mother has Alzheimer's and forgets that her daughter is gay, forcing her to come out again and again. So it's a dark comedy inspired by an experience I had with my grandmother.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's, wow.
Thank you.
What was that experience like for you, you know, actually implementing, you know, your own personal story and then producing a short on it?
Right, well, towards the end of my grandmother's life, you know, I would call her and then we would have a conversation and she would pause and then start the conversation over. And I thought, wow, what if she forgot I was gay? That would be terrible. But what an amazing premise. And so that's what brought me here today.
It is the 35th Annual Outfest. What does it mean for you to be able to be here and come to support?
Well, mostly it's more just a personal note of being able to come here and support Brian Fuller, who may or may not be getting an award later tonight, and he's very, very close and dear to all of our hearts. He's our showrunner, so first and foremost here to just be yay, go Brian, hooray.
What is it like working with Brian?
Yeah, I mean, amazing. I mean, we've all talked about it, the rest of the guys, some of them are over there. He's a wonderfully loving showrunner along with Michael Green, great environment to work, play and fail in, and a really, really good guy, and a very snappy dresser. So, yeah, generally speaking, just very good.
First up, congratulations. When you found out that this is going to be the opening night film here at Outfest, what were your first thoughts?
I was just really thrilled. I've never been to LA before. I've never been to this festival before. I knew it by reputation. It's such an honor to be in any festival, but to be opening night film, it always feels extra special.
I mean, your film received so many great accolades at Sundance, you know, and for it to be here, what does that necessarily mean for you?
Well, this is my first time in LA, and I'm very excited. I mean, yeah.
We're breaking you guys in.
Yeah, I know. Right? Yeah.
I know. So this is quite a big thing for us and also for the film. I mean, yeah, it's amazing to be opening night here in LA.
Well, what does it mean for you to be able to be here at Outfest and be able to present to your friend Brian Fuller?
I think Brian Fuller represents everything that I think is good in the world. He loves everybody the same. And because of him, I've worked with pigs and horses and flies and bees and dogs and, gosh, name an animal. And I can remember swatting a fly, like, I'm not going to kill that sucker. We were outside and it was hot, and he goes, don't. And I thought, that's Brian. He really is that person, and he just does love. That's all he does is love. And if he gets something in his face, he treats it with love. So he not only reminds me that it's how you respond. That's Brian.
Well, your film, Cherry Pop, has actually won a few awards in international film festivals. What does it mean to you to be here, you know, premiering it here at Outfest?
It's great. I mean, just the fact that we have Outfest and that it's such a platform to share these stories and continue to grow our voices. Not just in the LGBTQ community, but like in general. You know, I'm Latin American, I'm playing a Latin role in this film, and it's incredible that we do have these outlets to share these stories, you know, so I'm happy to be here.
Obviously, we have made some strides in the American community in, you know, opening up our eyes to the LGBTQ community, but we have leaps and bounds to go. But today, here at Outfest, I mean, how does it feel for you?
It feels like a work in progress. It feels great. I am super proud to be part as an actor of a film that I believe in, that it's not just a comedy, but it's a comedy that underlays a lot of reality of what we're facing today. And I'm trying to break that down stereotypes. You know, the fact that we're considered a minority, when I always say we're not a minority, we are a vast majority. And the moment that we start changing our thoughts into that, I think we're going to see even more progress.
Catherine, tell me a little bit about the project that you're here to support tonight.
Sure, I'm the director of Behind the Curtain, Todrick Hall, which is a feature-length documentary about Todrick Hall! I had the pleasure of following him around, chasing after him for 4 months, and this is the product of that. It's playing at the Ace next Thursday.
Now, I want to know, like, was this your brainchild? Did somebody just say?
It was the brainchild of Awesomeness TV and their films division, and I had no idea actually who Todrick was, but I came to adore him within like 3 minutes of Googling him online and instantly said, I will do it, and then just ran straight into production. We started shooting the next day.
Well, first off, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's very surreal.
What does it mean to you to be honored today?
You know, it's so wonderful to be associated with Outfest in any way because it has provided a fantastic platform for gay and lesbian and transgendered filmmakers for the last several decades.
35 years.
Yeah, it's an impressive presence that I believe has changed perception and mainstream of gay content. So I think we owe it to Outfest and Will and Grace.
Yes, which is making a resurgence.
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time.
You know, being here today and being, you know, you're being presented with this award. When they told you, what were the first things that came through your head?
I was surprised because I was like, really? It's incredibly flattering and incredibly humbling, and yeah, it's still a little bizarre, but it's incredibly humbling.